Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Roberto Cavalli, and this is the Eau de Parfum, and I like this scent a lot, and I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about it. So if you'd like to know what I think, then keep watching. First, hi, my name is Kristin. I run this channel called Beauty Meow. If you like fragrance related discussions, videos, fragrance entertainment, reviews, and the like, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit the little bell to be notified when I have new videos, and also don't forget to hit the little thumbs up button. The YouTube algorithm has been a bit of a brat recently, and I really appreciate the support. Now, also what I always like to do with every review is be very transparent on if I was sent a bottle for free to review, if it was a gift, a swap, or a purchase. This was a purchase. This was in no way sent to review. Now, Roberto Cavalli, this fragrance, I find a lot of people really like it, but at the same time, people kind of have an issue with it. So it is definitely not an underappreciated fragrance. A lot of people really enjoy it. I find it to be one of the most glamorous, sophisticated, mature orange blossom scents, but at the same time, I can understand where people might have issues with it. So the main notes in this is you're going to be looking at pink pepper in the opening, and that will be very important as I kind of break down the scent. And then you're going to have orange blossom. You also have tonka bean, benzoin, and vanilla. Now, first things first, this is an orange blossom fragrance. It doesn't have any inkling of not being an orange blossom fragrance. So if you don't like white florals and if you don't like orange blossom, this is not the scent for you. However, I like how the orange blossom is in this. In a lot of, specifically, I'm not talking about neroli, I'm talking about orange blossom. A lot of orange blossom fragrances, orange blossom is played as this beautiful, creamy, light, sparkly, playful, youthful white floral. There are a variety of other fragrances that have kind of a deep, more aromatic play with neroli by using specific spices and aromatics and woods. What I like in Roberto Cavalli is the fact that it really lets the orange blossoms shine and uses that kind of beautiful, sweet fruitiness that the orange blossom has and plays with it with this really smart choice of pink pepper. So if you like the more creamier, lighter, more playful orange blossom scents, I think you're gonna like this scent. It is a more mature orange blossom fragrance than a lot of others out there. I think the maturity of this one is on par with Serge Lutens' Fleurs d'Oranger in regards to that being a beautiful kind of just a very decadent orange blossom fragrance. I find Roberto Cavalli to be a very decadent orange blossom fragrance, but it does work more on the vanilla, the benzoin, and the tonka than I would say the orange Fleur d'Orange from Serge Lutens, which is almost just orange blossom at its finest. But where Roberto Cavalli shines in its beautiful, effortless maturity. I find that the benzoin, the tonka, and the vanilla add this kind of nice creamy and resinous base to this fragrance, and I think that that works really well because it gives the orange blossom something to stand on, but doesn't in any way hinder its characteristics of being a beautiful creamy white floral. In fact, I think the vanilla works very well with the orange blossom. Now, being a more of an ambery floral fragrance, there is a bit of fruitiness in this too, but I think it was really smart that the fruitiness almost comes more from the pink pepper's fruity attributes rather than to an actual fruit, which could easily have overpowered the delicate balance of the orange blossom and the base notes. I think pink pepper is a very smart choice. It's a very peppery, beautiful aromatic. When utilized correctly, it can really make a composition sing. And I think in here, its fruity attributes, it's not a fruity fragrance. It doesn't smell, or it's not a fruity note. Pink pepper doesn't smell like fruit. It just has fruit-like characteristics in it. And I think that that plays with the orange blossom and makes it a little tiny bit fruitier and bringing out the more fruity characteristics of orange blossom rather than having a specific distinctive fruit. And I think that that's really smart. I also really think that it's smart that the vanilla in here with the tonka and the benzoin, that kind of resinous sweetness, doesn't make the orange blossom smell more kind of like tutti frutti, like orange creamsicle, it adds like a sophisticated, sexy kind of syrupy maturity to the orange blossom. So I find that the pink pepper helps balance some of the crazy fruitiness and crazy youthfulness that orange blossom can have, and adds a bit of a fruity elegance without being a fruit. And I also like how the vanilla, the tonka, and the benzoin kind of give it this ambery, resinous base that also has some nice creaminess that again works with the beautiful characteristics of the orange blossom. It just comes together to be a really beautiful designer scent that has a lot of the characteristics of a designer fragrance, being a crowd-pleasing, mainstream scent, but it smells elegant and elevated at the same time. So if you're a lover of fragrances that have a beautiful, unique orange blossom decadence to them, I think Roberto Cavalli would be a nice one to try. I do like that it is definitely mature and sophisticated and very sexy, but it does have that little kind of creamy playfulness that orange blossom has, and that fruitiness with that ambery kind of base works really, really well together. It's a great fragrance, very easy to wear. If you like to wear more sophisticated, mature scents, and you have a harder time wearing those fragrances in heat and humidity, I think this fragrance is worth checking out. Now, the reason why I specifically want to kind of recommend this for you is two reasons. One, this size right here is 1.7 ounces. Full retail price at $65, which is a steal at full retail price. I think the quality of this fragrance is excellent. Performance might be a little lacking. We'll get into that in a minute. But I find that I see this just about every single time I go to like TJ Maxx or Marshall's. I think I saw it at Ross one time. You can find this for like, I think I've seen it as low as like $8 someplace. So if you ever come across this fragrance and it's like $8 to like $16 and you like designer fragrances, you like the profile of designer perfumes for like orange blossoms and feminine fragrances that are mature, sexy, and wearable, I definitely think if you find this for like $10, it's worth investing about $10 because I think it's really, really good. Now, the only thing I will say in regards to this fragrance is performance, at least on my skin, isn't the best. I get 4 hours on my skin. I think I maybe got 4 hours and 30 minutes one time. So longevity isn't the best, but I do enjoy it. It is more of a linear fragrance. When first you smell it, it pretty much smells the same the entire time you wear it. It does get a little bit creamier and a little bit more resinous when the pink pepper kind of wears off. But I find it to be more of a linear orange blossom fragrance, so you can reapply it. I would say though that the projection, this is where we're going to talk about it, and I will say that the projection of this is both really impressive and really lacking. And what I mean by that is this does not have a crazy, insane amount of projection in regards to length. So I've been using social distancing. If somebody is social distancing, will they be able to smell your perfume? They will be able to pick up a few whiffs of this, but it's not a super loud fragrance unless you're like this close. It has the most intense but beautiful atmosphere, like personally, like a very intimate atmosphere, and it's impressive, at least for me. So if you like those more personal, intimate fragrances that have a lot of power to them, this is great, but this isn't the type of fragrance that's really going to fill a room. So I'm just kind of letting you guys know that. So longevity, it's kind of lacking a little bit. Performance, depending on how you like your performance, it could be a good thing, it could not be what you're looking for. But again, like I find this fragrance for $10. So I think again, if you pass it by in like a discount shop and you've been interested in trying it, maybe this review will help you decide to try it or decide not to try it. It all depends on what you guys are looking for in a scent. But at the end of the day, I am really happy with this purchase. I do really love wearing this fragrance. This does kind of fill a little hole in my heart where I want to wear kind of more of those kind of complex ambery fragrances in the heat of summer, and I think just kind of like the fruitiness of the pink pepper and the beautiful creaminess of the orange blossom work really well to kind of fill that itch that I have, or scratch that itch. Filling that itch sounds weird. Scratch that itch for those more kind of complex, really beautiful, mature, and sophisticated ambery scents but it's still really wearable in heat and humidity. So it is excellent. This is a women's designer fragrance. It is marketed towards a women designer, but I think that the resinous benzoin and the tonka and the vanilla, and the fact that there's not an actual fruit, but there's pink pepper to kind of add that kind of mimicking fruitiness, the kind of little fruity nuances that pink pepper have. If you prefer to wear masculine fragrances and you're looking for a good orange blossom, I wouldn't say that just go for this, but this doesn't scream like a traditional women's designer fragrance. This smells more, I would say, borderline unisex, leaning more on the feminine side, just my personal opinion. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have you tried this fragrance? I would love to know what you guys think. And as always, guys, I hope you're all happy and healthy and have a great day, month, year, whatever. And I will see you next time.